This is going to be my first unfiltered video ever. So let's just see how this goes. I don't even know if this is going to be post-worthy. Let's just hope and pray. 1 second. Okay. So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything about the matrix that you need to know. What the fuss is about escaping the matrix and stuff. Okay, A to Z. So basically Tate started this whole thing, okay, about escaping the matrix. So the idea is that nobody can tell you what to do and you're free because you're on so many grids, okay. And basically he's created a blueprint where you cannot be told what to do. You're independent. Nobody can tell you that you're fired. Nobody can tell you surrender your driving license. So basically he's this anti-government guy, complete right-wing capitalist. So he's basically created a lifestyle for all the people around it. Now, is this a scam? Not completely, because a lot of people are freer now. He's giving people a source of income, which is a good thing. But to sell the idea that you're all gonna be millionaires is false, because you're not. Because if all of us are rich, none of us will be rich. Okay. So firstly, all of you need to understand that there is a few steps that you need to take for escaping the matrix. Okay. Firstly, get independent source of incomes. Okay. What does this mean? So an independent source of income is basically nobody can tell you that you're fired. Nobody can tell you, okay, stop coming to work from tomorrow because you did this. Nobody can tell that. So he's asking you to learn the skills required through his Hustlers University to basically escape from you being an employee. You being an employee. Okay, employee. Why is that word so hard to find for me? Okay, anyway. Secondly, he's asking you to have multiple sources of income. Okay, so not only do you have this one source of income where supposedly if you mess up, you're gone. None of that. He's asking you to have multiple sources of income. Even if you look at Tate himself, because I did a little bit of study behind his stuff. Firstly, he has this Hustlers University thing. Secondly, he has multiple casinos that he owns. Thirdly, he has real estate that gives him like a yield. So he has a lot of source of incomes working for him. Now, typically, if you're starting out, this is actually a very bad idea for having multiple sources of income, because you divert your attention onto many different places, which is a bad thing, because essentially you're getting nowhere because your attention is so dispersed. You'll be competing with the people that have focused attention and have been doing this from a long time. So it's a very bad idea. So you should probably consider not looking at so many streams of income. Okay, get one stream of income that is solid. For example, let's just say you're a good closer. You could start your own agency and hire contractors or do some things like that, simple to start off. An easy business model. Okay. Now what Tate does is basically he teaches you things like copywriting, starting like an OnlyFans thing, whatever. I don't know what, I've never enrolled to it myself. So first step is get independent source of income. Okay. Now you don't need to be a millionaire to be outside the matrix, because you can only, we all can get only so much out of this. And secondly, he's asking you to be on as many grids as possible. Okay, what does this mean? For example, if you have a passport here and you have like passports all around the city, all around the world, you have passports and driving licenses all around Europe, all around Asia, for example. Let's just say you're traveling and someone stops you. You can basically show your Bangladeshi passport and basically get away with it. I don't know how this works. So yeah, he's asking you to be on as many grids as possible so that you're not directly controlled by the government. Because let's just say they want you, one specific government stops you from traveling. All of them cannot. So you basically go with the one that favors you the most. Okay, that's the second thing that he asks you to do. And thirdly, with regards to dating, he basically asks you to explore all your options, which is, I think, a fallacy by itself, because there is nothing. I saw him in an interview where he says that, like, with my wife, with his wife, he apparently spends maybe once or twice a month. That's all the time that he spends with her, because the quality of the person that he is outweighs the amount of time required to nurture the relationship, which is that's pretty stupid to me. Because listen, if you want a life like this and you truly admire Tate, it's fine. You can get a life like this. But the only problem is that when you do this, you find no meaningful relationship. One solid woman beats all of these red pill guys, Tate, his brother, with hundreds and hundreds of women. Why? Because when you have hundreds of women, or even for the matter 3 women, none of them can love you as much as one solid woman could. Because put yourself in a woman's shoes, okay? Before, even I used to like the idea of it, but I've grown to realize that it's not about just sleeping with whoever you want. It's about getting that one partner that's going to do anything possible to keep you with them. So put yourself in the woman's shoes. Would you want to be in a situation where your husband has 2 other co-wives? Now, I know Islam as a religion talks about you can have multiple co-wives. I don't know how that works, to be honest, but me personally, to my preferences, I would like one single solid wife rather than 3, 4, 5, 6. And so basically, financial freedom, get on as many grids as possible so that the government cannot control you mainly. And thirdly, explore your abundance with women, okay? And I also heard them talk about this, which I agree with. They say that spend 50% of your money that, like, you're gonna live the next 50 years, and the next I don't even know, 20 years, and spend 50% of your money like you're gonna live the next 20 minutes. So basically use 50% of your money for investment and 50% for buying luxury cars, all that. He has a big car collection apparently. So basically, if you do all these steps, get on as many grids, have financial freedom, explore your abundance with women, and also spend money in a way where you're also benefiting your current self and also your future self, you're apparently out of the matrix. But are you really out of the matrix? You're not, because no matter what you do, you're under the control of the government. Maybe you could have this fallacy that you are out of the direct control, but they do still influence you. Now, is this a completely bad thing? I don't think that it's a completely bad thing, because he is a net positive to the world, where he's asking young men to get in shape. He's asking young men to basically work hard on themselves, get financial freedom, which is all fine. But where I personally draw the line, and where I think that the young men should use their own brain rather than just look at someone that's successful and emulate whatever they're doing, is basically the women part, okay? I personally disagree with that. And secondly, I also disagree the fact that these, where he says, you could go to parties, hook up with whoever you want. So previously I was talking about the co-wives. Now I'm talking about like hooking up with whoever you want. I think that this is also bad because it's energy exchange. I have studied and understand how energies work. I think you should look into it yourself. And I personally wouldn't do anything like this because it's, I think, damaging to you. And I don't know, if it works for him, it works for him. But me personally, I've done it before, been there, done that. Never going to do it again. So yeah, the whole point of this whole video is that no matter if it's Tate, David Goggins, whoever you look up to, Okay, it's good to have these role models because it gives you a sense of direction, but it's also good to use your own brain to understand that, okay, fine, he might have his own philosophies of life. What are my philosophies of life? Okay, even me for that matter, a lot of kids follow me blindly, and I don't think it's a good thing. I think that I might make mistakes too. Tate might make mistakes too. No matter how invincible they look on camera, they all have made mistakes that they regret in the past. Okay, so make sure to use your own brain before listening to any of these influencers. And so yeah, I think I'd wrap up this video with this. The whole point of this is that chew the meat and throw the bones. Okay, take the stuff that matters to your life and take the stuff that you actually care about, and then throw away everything that doesn't apply to your life. There are things that he might say that are damaging to your life. Make sure to get rid of these parts. Okay, and with this I wrap up this video. I hope you found at least a little bit of value in it. I know that a lot of people cannot last this long without any edit or cuts or fancy, transitions. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe, it's a new channel, and also share this with a friend. Okay, see you when I see you.